microphone working? Andy or Nick, I guess.
Yeah, going pretty well. I'm going to be spending a lot of time on it this week.
Your students will thank me. Well, maybe they won't.
They'll thank you. They won't thank me, I doubt.
That's why I would never have you as a
Good God. Over 60% of my students are failing right now. There's 2.5 weeks left in the
where gods
semester.
walk the night sky and their champions battle evil. An unlikely group of individuals find themselves in a fight to save it. Coming from the far corners of the unforgiving land of Theros, they find themselves divinely linked. They have been sent on a journey to save Theros from impending destruction. Ezrin Azul Nightshade, a Triton Nyx-born artificer, with her trusty constructs, Mr. Clickety-Clack and Dr. Calamario. Tari, a Leonin barbarian from the northern Oreskos Valley. She has turned her back on the gods and champions no one but her people. Lucky Lala, a druid satyr of the Skola Vale, wanders the vastness of Theros with awe and amazement. Rexenor of Meletis, a powerful wizard, he's a devout follower of the gods and is forever driven to seek their divine favor and knowledge. Theodore, a Minotaur bard from Stophos, has chosen to seek the gods' knowledge and alienate themselves from their own warlike people. Together, these champions are the Asteronauts. In a world...
All right. Hey, we're live.
Hey, little boss.
Yeah, and we got Epic Gamer. We got Epic Gamer here as well.
All right. Hi, Epic Gamer, too.
So, yeah, Lun is about ready to watch Wakanda Forever. It's a 9 p.m. showing, and it's a 2-hour and 45-minute movie, so he will not be joining us. Wow.
Lasts forever, apparently. Running time is forever. Ugh.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's my fault.
I'm never watching another movie that I can't get up, pause, and go to the bathroom.
I mean, you could. There's a lot of downtimes. You got to do it there, and there's like the, bad guy kind of giving the whole reason why they're doing what they're doing because no one really cares.
The staff at Alamo Draft House will tell you. So if you need to use the bathroom when this scene starts, head to the head.
Exactly.
This is a big buzzer, and that's all.
Yeah, they straight up did that when I went to see the last Avengers movie. They're like, yeah, when you see the title card that says Tokyo, you got about 5-10 minutes before anything happens. Use the bathroom there.
You know that Marvel thing in the beginning where it flickers all the different Marvel characters in the Marvel logo? You've got like 2 hours and 45 minutes after that to go to the bathroom.
All right. You guys want to roll for initiative?
Oh, yeah. What's that?
For initiative.
What game is this? What game is this?
What are we playing here?
I took a feat. My level up.
Hey.
Where's my man? Where's my man?
Where's your man?
Oh, he's in there.
Man.
He's loading.
Well, apparently in Roll20, feats are based on level, so I didn't get a feat yet. But
See,
next time.
Oh, I didn't level up. I forgot.
I mean, tonight might be a lot of exploration kind of stuff. So, it's like in a movie where they're actually not fighting or like doing anything. So you just skip out.
This is the 15 minutes in the Marvel movie you can get up and go use the bathroom.
Exactly.
Shit, I should probably level up. Am I at the right point? I put the experience in. I just didn't.
You should be at level 12.
All right, let me just quickly do that. Nope, I'm not doing cleric. What the hell would I do that for?
I don't know.
We've already got one, you see.
Oh, sweet. I can change my HP to be like plus 28. That's awesome. Average, I guess. 5?
And then Tari, you want to...
What I usually do.
Don't forget to roll initiative and level up.
That way I don't roll 1s and 2s.
Oh, I gotta pick things. What the wrong? This is the first level where anything has ever happened.
And you got to do it twice?
So,
Yeah, magical plunder, magical knowledge from a spectrum of disciplines.
21.
We just loaded another menu. Help!
What were we saying, Ezrin?
I now have a spell storing item, and anyone can use it. So I was thinking of putting blur in my item for Tari to use, since she is always up close in combat.
So what am I getting?
And I mean, anyone can do it. It would, I think, take
So what is it? What would it be
Shit.
for Tari?
just something to keep in mind.
Blur.
And it does take concentration. But since you're not a spellcaster,
Well, and I think it's based on the spellcaster's concentrate. Well, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Well, Tari cannot cast spells while raging.
is it something? Can she concentrate on spells while raging?
I don't know.
I can do any spell in it. I was just trying to think of something that might help someone else as well. It's like a self spell. But
I'm just gonna randomly pick some spells. That'll work, right?
I think it would be helpful for Tari.
and anyone can use it too.
Or
But
anyone
I know
else.
Tari is always up close in battle.
No, Tari?
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading this thing.
Oh,
Sure, I'll try it if I can.
Okay.
You'll have to put it in the chat or something so I can put it on my
What is giant insect?
thing.
it's a giant insect.
You'd think.
It's just like it says on the tin.
So yeah, everyone, we'll just hang out while
I don't know.
Theodora and
What do we
Shari
Has
update
anyone got
their
like crazy
character sheet.
brain
Why is that not
spells?
working?
They probably do
Yeah.
that. Only take that.
What's going on?
Except.
Can you guys hear my little beep?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you, Glim Fandango.
Oh. I can have rage 5 times.
Oh, you know what's going on. I know what's going on. I know why I can't hear you very well. It is 100% on my end because I have the wrong speakers.
You're playing it upstairs and it's just basic.
There,
Oh,
now I can hear you guys. 'Cause I was like, man, you guys all sound like you're underwater. What the hell?
Yeah, why does it sound like you're coming out of the Alexa in my kitchen?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, now you said it.
I already said it twice. Alexa, set alarm for 2 a.m. Confirm.
Ugh. One's like,
What?
he's like writing all this stuff.
Expertise. I get 2 skill proficiencies. I already have that, and I already have that.
Brush
Cool.
your hair.
Guess I'll do those. Cool. What did I do? I don't know. I love how it takes quite a time to load everything in this.
I'll be right back.
Hey Nick, what's a good spell for a bard?
Oof. What level?
Up to 5.
Up to 5. The correct answer is not many.
I'm getting rid of hold monster. That's for damn sure.
Don't put the brush again.
I may pick that up later.
Can I
Let's see. Bard. Good 5th level Bard spell. Greater Restoration's always
I would take the
fun.
Just upload it and then maybe redo it later. Hey guys, I'm gonna get legend lore.
No.
I thought about it. It's a divination spell, but it also feels like metagaming with the 5th level spell.
I'm gonna get teleportation circle. It'll be really useful for us.
Synaptic Static is pretty good. It's like Psychic Fireball.
Well, it's good that it's not on this list.
Oh, well, I don't know what to tell you then. Well,
I keep meaning to go in and having redo my entire list of spells because I haven't changed or updated them at all, so it's all random. And it's maybe a third of the spells that I think I can pick. I'll just take something really good like Awaken.
that.
Awaken.
How often can I awaken animals?
I don't know as if I've ever.
Put up strength and wisdom one.
It
You guys
takes
are-
8 hours to cast that.
Well, your strength is back up now. You should be back all the way up to.
Oh, what was it?
I don't know.
19.
Yeah, I want to take awaken. It only takes 8 hours to cast. And it makes
You guys take a long rest. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
casting this spell all night.
Exactly.
it's really good because I can make a plant turn into a intelligent plant.
Oh, for 8 hours or after 8 hours?
No, forever, but it takes 8 hours to cast.
Wow. You know, in case you're bored.
I'm just gonna stay here in this forest and wake up all the trees. Be like tree beard or something. Dream sounds like a great spell.
Apostle says, take raised dead because death can be all around you, literally.
I mean, yeah, if you're working for Mogus, that all makes sense.
You know, I'm gonna take Raised Dead. Why not? How many can I take?
Hello, Epic Gamer. Are we ready, or you guys still need some time?
I think I'm done. I'm gonna have to go in and do it later. But...
Okay. Okay.
All right,
Well,
coming
then
in hot.
let's get.
All right, done.
What?
I have 144 hit points.
Ooh,
Wow, that's stupid.
Hey, I'm up to 79. I'm feeling very beefy.
I mean, Phoenix is up to like 8,142.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Nick, I would like you to take a look at his character sheet just to make sure it's on the up and
Sure.
up. I think I told him that you were gonna do that.
nah, it's not. He's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. Let me actually now my computer's frozen. It's trying to open up
Nick,
a window.
this is your chance to give him more hit points.
Doesn't he have a ton because
More?
he has or something?
He took like toughness twice or something.
Well, I think he got an amulet that boosted his constitution in 19. And that's a big old boatload of points every level.
How many hit points does Phoenix have?
182.
Wow, that is double. That is literally double
That's
my.
more. That's more than the barbarian, for God's sakes.
That's double. That is literally double my 91 hit points.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
I was feeling beefy at 79.
I'm a cow. I was feeling beefy.
Yeah, but that's every day.
Apostle also says modify memory and secretly
I
change the
thought
minds.
about that.
Yeah.
If you've listened to the Critical Role season 2, there is a exceptional use of that spell.
That spell is creepy.
Oh, creepy AF.
I started to tell you to take seeming, but I took that at the last level up. So
Is that the one where you can pretend to be like a
Yeah.
bunch of cows and just walk?
yeah, that's the flying cow spell from season 1 of Critical Role.
The minion wanted me to share that he made his first s'more all by himself
Nice.
on our fireplace.
Nice.
Please, sir, can I have small?
Oh, please, sir.
It sounds both sooty and delicious.
It looks quite sooty.
I had a long discussion yesterday about minor league baseball team mascots because minor league baseball is amazing. If you haven't looked at it, the games don't matter. They only make money by selling merch. So it behooves them to come up with the strangest, most bizarre team names and mascots.
Go Arkansas Travelers.
It's not. Is that one though?
It is, yeah. Been to a couple of their games.
There's a Colorado Springs team called the Colorado Vibes, and their mascot is a walking, talking s'more.
Oh man, I was hoping for vibraphone. That would be much.
I
more
remember when they
on-brand.
came up with that name, they changed the name of the previous thing, and yeah, people were
in Colorado Springs.
people were enjoying that. Okay, so Theodore, do you want to roll for initiative real quick, and then we'll get started.
That's crazy.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
Did I roll? I thought I rolled.
I rolled.
It's
I don't
already
think you
rolled.
did.
Cancel. Oh, I might not have actually hit the button. Now my character sheet's gone away.
All right, well, while you do that, welcome back to Theros, Champion the Gods, where you all play as champion of, some random god in the pantheon. And except for Tari, who doesn't like the gods all that much. But you all have been gallivanting around Theros for quite some time now. If it loads in there, it is. Oh,
I'm not last. I'm not
Well
last.
worth it.
wow.
Well worth the wait.
Nat 1. All right.
Wow, we sucked it up on that.
Hopefully not the first of many.
Except for Tari.
Yeah, Tari coming in hot.
After
Tari's
that,
like,
after that initiative roll, Theodore pulls out his trombone and 23.
There we go.
what did
Did you get 23 or?
No,
that was her hand playing a sad trombone.
Oh.
Nat 1 in initiative.
What were you saying, Ezrin?
I was saying, am I seriously second out of the four of us with a 6?
Yep. What did you post?
I was trying to send a link to the s'more man.
Oh, that's fine.
Well, I'm pretty sure it'll summon a demon if we read that.
I
see the owls are not what they seem in there.
there he is.
There's a log lady.
Wow, it actually put an image in the box. That's weird.
Wow, that just keeps going.
We're gonna get so far tonight.
Okay, so guys, shut the hell up and let me do this. All right, you all have been teleported from Nykthos to Asgard, and you all defeated Ratatask. You freed the gods of Odin and Thor and Frigg, and they said that they were going to send down the Valkyrie, or not send down, but rather allow the Valkyrie to return to Asgard, but they will also ensure that the Valkyrie go to Setessa and save that city. And so, you all are in Asgard. At this table, you can see, actually, I was going to show a picture, wasn't I? Is this it? No, I guess I didn't upload it. Sucks to be you guys. I rebuilt Asgard. I rebuilt Asgard. But anyway, and so as you look around outside, inside, as if by godly intervention, mythic intervention, the city is being rebuilt. People begin to move. There's life. It's still quite derelict. It has a long way to go. But you feel the sense of hope return to this once necropolis. And the gods tell you that they will teleport you anywhere after giving you quite fancy gifts for your help. And you chose Akros. The last you heard, Akros was under near certain doom of an attack where they were being assaulted by centaurs from Scophos, which is where Theodore hails from. There's been tales of returned out of Adunos. There's been tales of major atrocities at the Fort Sandmouth. And most worrying of all, there was tales of the Data River being dried up because of a fire titan. And
maybe because a river was dumped on its head or something. We don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
I want that one again.
And you all stand close by as the gods wisp a little wispy stuff and bestow upon you. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Yeah.
And you teleport. Oh, Echo. Who's Echo? That's from Theodore.
That sounded just like a 1980s cartoon sound.
It was from Quantum Leap.
Oh. So yes, a 1980s cartoon.
Yeah. And you all blink and look around. and you smell dirt and soot and fire and decay. And what you thought would be a battlefield turns out to be an empty shell of a burnt out husk of a city. What do you all do?
Well, I'm gonna light a torch because I can't see jack shit.
Oh, well, wait for that. It is daytime.
I should be able to see. I have.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Ah, we're in Fallout.
Can Theodore go on the didgeridoo?
I already did.
Yeah, he did it very well.
This is pretty. This city is not very good.
Uh-oh. I think we're a little late.
Yes, that seems to be our way.
Okay.
I see a fellow over there. He seems to be a rather sizable fellow.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, he does.
This is like part beard, part mouth. He's like an even weirder Obi-Wan.
I say, hail and well met, fellow.
And he looks at you, and he's actually not that big. I just made him bigger so you can see the token.
Okay, gotcha.
So he's a normal-sized human man. And
you appear to be a regular human man.
He's a regular human man, yeah.
As am I.
And he looks at you all and says, hello. How are you? Where did you come from?
Long story.
Oh.
Yes,
Did you take the road by chance?
No, not today.
You didn't?
The one less traveled.
You didn't take the road, and yet you got here. It is interesting. And who may you be? I haven't seen anyone in the city for a little while.
Fascinating. I'm called Rexenor.
Oh?
I am Theodore. This does not appear to be much of a city.
Oh, I mean, it's not. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, if you know what I mean. You know, and that is what I'm doing. I'm fixing it up. But this is, you know, it's seen better days. But be glad you weren't here on the worst ones. You know what I mean.
Not really?
No, nobody thought that was funny.
I mean, we're looking at a pretty devastated ruin. What happened here?
Oh. Rexenor, you got an 18 on your insight?
Yeah, I'm checking this motherfucker out. Sus.
He definitely seems off. With that 18, you've seen his type. You used to call them something to the akin of street urchins back in the day. So, Theodore, what were you saying?
Mostly, I'm just asking what the
Oh,
hell
where
happened?
are you? Where are you? Yes, well, well, if you didn't take the road, you wouldn't know where you are, would you? And you, Ezrin, what are you perceiving? Or is that Calamario?
Calamario is looking around his surroundings to see if he sees anything else around that we should be aware of. Any dangers or threats?
Any threats? You don't see any threats. With a 19 of perception, you see there's some burning still, kind of deeper within the city. You get the sense that, or Calamario gets the sense that you are indeed in Akros. But a little ways after the battle, if you all want, you can do a religion check.
Pretty good at that.
24, 21, 24 for Rex, 21 for Ezrin, 9 for Theodore,
Some cleric.
and 8 for Tari. All right, perfect.
That tracks.
That tracks just fine. Rexenor and Ezrin, you absolutely, especially Ezrin, like she got a lesser score. Well, I mean, she's experienced it. Now, Rexenor, you've studied it, and now you've experienced it. That
theory and practice.
Exactly. Is that the time in the heavens, be it Nyx or Asgard, is different. And that what oftentimes seems like slow, like movements in the sky is just a normal conversation to the gods. But to us, they're moving incredibly slowly. So your time in Asgard, looking around, doing the religion check, you get the sense that, and kind of checking the air temperature a little bit, it feels like winter. And you guys left in late summer. It's probably been 2-3 months.
Oh shit, I missed my birthday.
There's no one left alive to celebrate it, so who cares?
Rex and our cast Minor Illusion. It's just a sad little cupcake with a one candle on it.
Oh, my mom didn't give me a birthday card this year. Oh wait.
Oh right.
Oh right. Oh.
Whoops.
Oops.
Oh yeah, that's one. Nobody likes a Debbie Downer. And then 2 people left. They're like, we are out of here.
Yeah.
Not another.
I think they went to get their winter coats.
Really? Were they cold? Oh, because it's winter time. I get it.
Yes.
Because I'm like cold. I get it. Sometimes they can be quite literal. Yeah. So Apostle just read my mind. Basically a Nats D&D session as a reference in time. So yeah, I'm sure Tari and Theodore were like, we're not doing Alice in Wonderland again. We're done. We're done.
We can only do so much Zebby Starshine voice.
That's right. Kiddo sleep. Be right there. All right. Well, we'll you guys can have a conversation. You can keep talking.
What shall we call you, my good friend?
Oh, you want to know my name?
Well, yes.
Oh.
You know at least some of ours.
Yes, I do. So my name is Aeneas. Aeneas the Forgotten. Yes, they call me Aeneas the Forgotten. Is that silly?
Yes. Well, you'd think if they forgot you, they wouldn't call you anything.
Oh well, touche. Yes, they rarely call me anything, but if they call me, you know. What?
I seem to recall reading a really long poem about someone with your name once.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, it was probably just some kind of a Trojan horse in your mind.
Oh, yes. Yes. Indeed.
Yes, we wouldn't want you to roam around too much.
Oh my gosh.
I was trying to do something with Dido and it wasn't happening.
Oh
so.
no, I don't like her music much at all.
She's a bit tiresome as a bard.
Oh yes.
Aeneas.
Yes.
Where did everyone go? It has been some time since I have been to Akros, but I do remember it quite differently.
Oh.
There were a lot more people, for one thing.
Oh yes. You see, several months ago, that's why I say you don't want to be here on a bad day because it was a bit warm, you might say, and we had a bit of fire and a bit of pillaging and raping and stuff. And anyway, we abandoned the city. We did. Well, some of us did, some of us not. Some of us didn't make it, but we are coming back. The Queen Regent, she will be back, and my job has always been to clean up the streets. I have always been, during the Akroan games, that's when people didn't forget me, because I would clean up after everybody. I'd be picking up litter and bottles and, all sorts of filth all around the streets. And so my job here, I'm one of the only, if not the only person in the city, is to clean up the streets. You know, you see all this rubble in the streets. How do they get caught through here? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm cleaning. I'm cleaning. So when we come back, it'll be clean. You see.
Well, that is very kind of you, Aeneas.
Oh yes.
Any specific time at which the Queen Regent and others might be returning?
Oh, you know.
Is it a scheduled thing, or is it going to be a we'll see how it goes sort of?
You know, I keep asking them, and you know, they say that it is not quite the right time. You know, there's a lot going on around here. You know, the wars to wage, and you know, resettling, you know, our home. You know, I'm not done yet.
No, it looks like you will not work yourself out of a job anytime soon.
No. That's good. That's good. I won't. I got quite a workup. And you see, I don't know if you can see my hands, but they're so little because it takes me much time. Yeah, there you go. They're so little.
Yes.
My hands, and you know, so these rocks, they're so hard to pick up sometimes. I need a big stick. Anyway.
I'll cast Mage Hand and pick up some of the rocks around it. It can't hold a lot, but you know, I figure every little bit helps.
Oh no, sir, no. This is my job, you see.
I just thought I would help you out.
Well, you know, if they learn that
stone falls to the ground.
No, I've heard of you, and if they learn that Rexinor of Miletus of the Asteronauts cleaned up the city, then they will not think of me, will they?
Oh, you've heard of us?
Oh, of course we've heard of you. We thought you were all dead. You've been gone forever.
Oh, well, it's a safe bet. If you've not heard from us for a couple of months, probably at least one of us has died.
Oh, well, that's disconcerting. I mean, I do only see a few of you now.
Yeah,
Where is Lucky?
Even the cat person is kind of asleep.
Lucky too.
She's Where's your druid?
Well, he had a bit of a run-in with some shadows.
Oh.
And died.
How dreadful.
But then he came back, sort of.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Theodore. That was well timed.
No, I did that.
Yeah.
But Theodore the Bard, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm gotta redo my brain. Okay, so yes. Theodore, are you caught up?
I think so. What happened to the city? Did we figure that out?
Oh, they ran. There was a big fuck-off battle, and it looked really bad, and everyone ran away. And if the people of Akros are running away, you should run with them. As my father always said.
Well, your father was a very clever chap.
Well, he was.
Until he wasn't.
Exactly.
Well, you know, if you all want, I can. He kind of gets a little closer. I can take you to the camp. It's not that far away. It's like half a day, a couple of miles, if you will.
Yes, I think that would be for the best.
Yeah.
Do you all agree?
What to do? What? Sorry.
Yes.
Head to the nearby camp and try to get some sort of update.
Who is this Aeneas fellow?
Aeneas.
Oh, okay.
He's Aeneas the Forgotten. And I'll leave.
I misread your name tag.
Okay.
I misread the name tag that was beneath your face.
It says, hello. My name is Aeneas the Forgotten.
How did you avoid this disaster?
Oh, I ran with the rest of them, you see.
But they didn't run back. You ran back.
No, I walked back. It was fine. They all left.
He's like a street cleaner.
Oh, yes, I am absolutely a street cleaner. That's my job.
Preparing the way.
It looks like you've got your work cut out for you.
Yes, that's what I said.
Why did no one else come back?
I mean, they're off doing their own thing. They're all up like doing important stuff, and like me, who's making sure all infrastructure is maintained. Nobody cares about the infrastructure.
No.
Oh man, that's a little too close to home.
Oh,
Is there anyone else in the city?
There's probably a few of us out there. I don't know. Don't know them.
If we forgot, you don't seem very forgotten. I mean, we know who you are.
I do appreciate that.
Now.
We'll see how long. You guys are quite busy, I'm
For
sure.
now,
Yes.
if you cast modified memory on us, we may never remember him.
Ooh,
I didn't
quite
think
right.
it through.
Ezrin, do a perception check. You notice, just barely, you notice that he's like ushering you guys to a camp, right? He's actually ushering you through the city. And you notice he kind of walks up to you and he slides his hand right by your like satchel.
Oh.
And you
I'm
notice it, and he doesn't look at you. He just kind of like walks by. What do you do?
I guess. Can I tell? Did he actually take anything?
Do an insight. Well, with perception of 18, you notice that he didn't take anything. He tried.
Tried and failed. I'm pretty sure I do not like this, and I definitely turn around and I say, "What are you doing? You're
Oh.
trying to steal from me."
I'm not trying to steal. Oh, no, I am Aeneas. I do not steal. I clean. I'm sorry, did I bump into you?
I want to grab him by the robes and pull him up to my face.
Ah!
Be like, "Do not steal my shit."
Oh, okay. Please, Madam Fish Triton, please put me down. Please do a whatever check. You know what I'm talking about.
Intimidation.
Intimidation.
Whatever.
It feels intimidating.
What do I add to a whatever?
Ooh,
Yeah,
holy
dirty 20. Yeah. He absolutely is terrified of you, and he goes down on his hands and knees and is like, "Oh, please, please, Minotaur, save me! You, Theodore, Rex and all, this beast is trying to kill me."
I am not a beast.
Well,
I've had a very bad day. We come back and it's all in ruins. We are too late. Do not mess with me, old man.
No, I wasn't. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. I promise.
Did anyone like detect magic on this guy or anything?
No.
Should we? I don't know if I can do it.
I mean, with an inside 18, he didn't strike me as particularly magical.
That's not that insight may not detect magic.
I mean, that may be true. I'll do an Arcana check to see if it before I go slinging spell slots. It's a first level spell. Fuck it.
Do it.
All right. So
Yeah.
I want to ask him if he has stolen other things and to show me what he has stolen.
It's just stolen. No, I've borrowed. It's abandoned. You can't steal from people who are dead.
What have you borrowed?
Yeah.
And as you ask that, Rexenor detects magic, and you see in one of his pockets, in his big kind of robe thing that he has carrying on, it's just like a glowing, like wow, in one of his pockets.
But he's not like some shape-shifted dragon or something.
He's not glowing, but his pocket is.
I just assumed that he's living in a abandoned city.
Ezrin, you might want to check that pocket, and I'll cast Prestidigitation and draw a circle around it.
Can I reach in and grab whatever it is out of his pocket?
Yeah. Do a. What would this be?
Do a strength check?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do a strength check. He's going to contest it with disadvantage because he's little
I
and
am
old.
definitely going to bring in Tari if I cannot grab this out of your effing pocket.
Yeah.
Strength check. Not my strength.
A 12. Yeah. You don't have to try hard. He got a 3. So.
It does look like a sack of potatoes and a big potato sticking out of the sack.
Right, exactly. And he's like, no, Ezra, no, please. And you just like yank out like gold and jewels. And, there's like these really mundane magical rings and different kind of talisman and things like that. That it might be worth, a few pieces of gold here and there. To you, it's nothing, right? Low level, first, cantrip level magic. And you're just like yanking it out. And you get about 3 fistfuls and throw him down to the ground. And he just begins to weep and weep. And he starts hitting his head against a brick that's been dislodged from a building. He's like, no! And just like, bam! And you start seeing a little cut on his head.
Goodness, can I like take a cloak out and put it there so he quits banging his head? This dude is really annoying me.
And he's like, no, I deserve it. I am horrible. That's why they forget me. That's why they forget me.
That's all that was in his pocket was some magical trinkets.
Yes.
I think we can let him keep these.
Yes, have your trinkets back and do not steal from us or anyone else.
You have to understand, Aeneas, we have seen some shit.
Okay.
And so anytime there's magic that's hidden away from us, we get a bit sus.
Oh,
because of all the death and murder and what have you.
No, sir, I won't do that to you. No, sir, none of you. You are the astronauts. I wouldn't do that. I swear. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go.
I toss him 10 gold and say, lead on.
All right. So he goes down, and it's all downhill. It's fairly steep ravine on the kind of the north side of Akros, and you descend into this very steep gully, and then make your way back up. It's a trek. It doesn't take you forever, but
we were in mountains a couple weeks ago. It's fine.
Exactly. So I mean, this is probably 3-4 hours of up and down, or down and up. And then you see this small plain, and you see an encampment within it. There's stout wooden palisades kind of blocking this little gully. Not gully, but like, I guess, I don't know, inlet area. And you see that there is a cliff and a little road leading up to the top. And Aeneas says, well, this is the camp, yes? It's good. And you see several, probably enough tents for several thousand, even tens of thousands of soldiers.
Is there no one here?
There's thousands of people inside the area. You see people crawling around, people leading up the path. Do you want to go?
I'm glad you didn't forget the way to go.
Oh no, this is where I live now. I don't live in the city. I just work there.
The commute is life.
Yes, it's a bit of a slog, if you know what I mean.
Yes, this is like a 3-hour commute.
Oh yes, it's like commuting in Denver.
Yes, from one end to the other. I've been there.
Yes.
There's less traffic. There's no one around in the middle of the town.
Well, is that all? Is that it? I wish you goodbye. You're looking for the regent, I presume?
Indeed.
Yes, she's up at the top there.
We'll see how far we get.
It's a long drive. Or what?
Thank you, Aeneas.
Yes.
Carry on with your good works.
I will. Thank you. Ezra, do another perception check.
As he steals all
my stuff, I'm gonna be so mad. Can Calamario also do a perception check?
Nope. Wow.
I mean, I will also perceive him because I do not trust the single word he says at this point.
I feel like I should have advantage because I am like on edge after I was so mad at him.
I'll give it with advantage.
Not gonna help you. It's roll 20.
True.
Nope.
even worse.
But you just managed to see like he's like goodbye and kind of walking past you, and again Ezrin, he kind of like brushes another satchel and a kind of like puts his hand, tries
He's
to put his
walking
hand
with
in
like
it. Exactly.
just pockets full of gold coins.
And he's
My
like,
satchel or someone else?
yours. He's trying to steal from you again.
Oh my god, he just wants to die. I am real mad at this guy. Can I sock him?
Can you saw yeah, do a attack roll.
What is it? Just
Unarmed attack. It's like what, D20 plus strength?
Strength.
Yeah.
just like a strength roll.
Yeah.
And nat 20.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, you know, he's an old man, so you punch him.
You punched that old man right in the
Yeah,
face. Good
go
job,
ahead
Ezra.
and roll for damage.
Oh, real quick, is my strength back up from the thing that had decreased it, or no?
Should be.
I meant to ask you.
We took a long rest.
Yeah, we rested.
Yeah, we'll say that you guys dispelled magic and healed and all that kind of good stuff. You guys are fine. You got the gods helped you out.
Okay, sorry.
There's it's a whole thing. I think you got to like actually dispel it or something.
If it's the shadow strength steal, it just goes away with the rest.
Okay, good.
Just lots of fluids and rest, and you get all your strength back.
It's like that'll be 800 gold coins, please.
I cast chicken soup of the soul.
Thank you
Oh,
for coming to Theros Urgent Care.
okay, so Ezrin, roll for your damage.
What do I roll?
Just press the black. Right? Oh, you did a strength save. Yeah, D4 plus what?
Plus strength, I think.
3 plus. I don't think I have any strength.
Okay, so a 3. So you punch him and he staggers. You see one of his last teeth just goes flying out of his face, and he hits the ground hard, and he looks up at you and says, I deserved that. I did. I'm so sorry. I deserved it. I'm awful. I can't stop myself.
You are awful. Now get out of my sight.
Okay, I'm going. And he kind of like crawls.
I'd like to grab his tooth and throw it at him and say, "You forgot this."
Ow! And he grabs it and kind of sticks it back
We've
in.
gone full murder herbo now.
Yeah.
This was 100% deserved. This is not it's not murder hobo when someone tries to steal from you.
What?
It's make my day law. Come on.
This is the future, you guys.
Hey, I didn't stab him. No stabby. I just punched him.
Oh yeah, he could have got it a lot worse.
Yeah.
And I do not have Tari's strength.
Yeah, Tari would have like blasted his face in half.
I was very close to asking Tari to intervene.
Yeah, Tari's like, she's like looking at her claws and just kind of filing them a little bit, you know, sharpening them. All right. So you see this encampment, this large encampment in front of you, and this mountain behind it. And you go up to the gates and introduce yourself, we'll say, and they escort a band of hoplite warriors in full full military regalia, escort you up a long set of winding paths to the very top of a camp where they say the Queen Regent is. And if you zoom way out, you can kind of see the soldiers beneath you, and it's actually not, it's a wench system, kind of like the Wall and that one movie or TV show, that Blue Chunks.
I assume if it's
Game of Thrones. And I
if
gotta
it's Greek armor, there's just wings everywhere.
There's just what?
Just flopping around, wings everywhere.
Oh yeah, I mean those little red things, those banners are just dicks.
All I see is black.
Yeah, that's all I currently see too.
Why?
I didn't want to interrupt your narration, but there we go.
Yep, there's people. Tents. Hey,
All
I
right.
remember these guys when they
Yeah.
were attacking us.
Yeah, some of them
They're
were.
probably not these specific guys, but
Are you sure?
I mean, you can do an insight check.
I can do an inside check.
I think I might. I think I remember the
Yeah.
name tags of the people who stabbed us earlier.
Rexenor, who until so recently was from Miletus, doesn't recognize that one hoplite looks much the same as another.
I guess. Wow, Rexenor. I thought you were more sensitive than that.
Well, you know, a lot of these guys tried to murder us.
Yeah,
These humans all look the same.
Theodora,
Yeah.
you're like, generally. I mean, you've been around Theros or Akros before, and there is a difference. It's subtle, but there's a difference between Akroan hoplites and Melitan hoplites, and these all seem to be more Melitan, or no, sorry, Akroan in nature.
Let's hope they're Acroans.
You don't see well. I mean, with an 8, you don't see shit.
Yeah.
Ezreal
I mean,
with a little more.
That's the point of armor is that they all look the same. It's a
Yeah.
military thing.
Exactly.
Rexenor is nervous, I will say.
Okay.
I lean towards one of the Akroan hoplites and I say, Rexenor, all these humans look the same to me. I know.
And you see the soldiers, Theodore. They're escorting the rest of them, but they're like, their spears are pointed at you. If they feel like they're in danger, they think it's from you and your dog, your hellhound.
And your little dog, too.
And your little dog too.
Now, if I had a Pokeball, I would hide him, but I don't. You have nothing to fear from me.
Except fear itself.
So you walk up, or escort. Is there anything else people want to do while they're being escorted?
Uh,
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't have punched that old man. That probably set the rest of the off a little bit, Ezrin.
Whatever.
Maybe they liked that man.
I suppose as we're walking, I want to do an investigation check and see kind of, are they in campaign mode? Is this rest and recuperate? Let's see how the check goes.
Okay. Dirty
Not
20, best check of the night. You do see that this is full on military preparedness. It's not, I mean, looks half refugee camp and half military, like a very clean, orderly, and marshaled, I guess, force. Disciplined force. Yeah. So that's what you see. Anyone else?
I mean, I doubt I can do better than that. But
Yeah, and I mean, with that investigation also, I mean, you don't see any Melitan concerns.
Yeah, that's a good thing because
Yeah.
then I'm gonna have to break out my new disguise spell.
I'm a little too late.
Do they look like they're beaten down? That they've suffered a great loss?
That feels more like insight, and I did shit on that.
Well, I mean, with investigation, I mean, just looking around the camp too. With the Dirty 20, I mean, Rex, you can point out that there is a rather large hospital tent. You definitely see walking wounded that it's been patched, but they're on the road to recovery, and definitely they're not at their tip-top shape, but they are persevering.
Well, at least they are not ash.
Yes. Well, the Crones have always been a resilient people.
Yes, more resilient than their city, as it appears.
Well, a city is more than stone walls.
not
What's-
right now. It's a lot.
What's left of them, anyway. I mean, is it better to have no walls or a city that is run by a tyrant?
What do you know of the Akroan people? I know very little.
I know they are quite martial. They are not exclusively, but primarily worshippers of Eros. Them and Meletus have had a friendly, contentious relationship over much time.
They have that really big pit that they kick people down every so often in slow motion.
Yes, they say, "This is Akros," and the big kick move. It's pretty cool.
It's been a long time since I've remember
It's-
anything about it.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
cool war crime to kill, diplomats.
They really don't like people who are
Yes, that is
able.
that is why I made sure to take the ring of feather falling a while back,
Ew. So I'll read a little thing about Akros for you all, just
and just pretend this is in Rex Nor's voice.
Yes, exactly. So what this is like pre-destruction, but the walled polis, so city of Akros, stands defiantly atop a precipitous cliff. The unforgiving mountains around it serve as a shield between its holdings and the rest of Theros. Few have ever dared to attack its famed fortress, the Kolophon, and no attack has ever breached its walls until now.
Well, asterisk.
Yeah.
Somewhere there's a historian with a major boner.
Exactly. To the residents of Theros, the Akroans hold near mythical status. Feared warriors produced by a culture that centers around perfecting the mind and body for war. Their armies have rarely tasted defeat, and they expand the borders of Akros, seizing new lands and bounties. You get the sense that much has changed. Except for maybe their martial predisposition.
Well, if Meletus can be defeated in the sense that its prime strength, its democracy can be upended, it can be said the same of Akros, whose martial strength has been bested also, has been turned on end.
It would appear so, yes.
If we knew what Satessa was good at, I'm sure we could.
Well, I had a thought. When we have 15 or 20 minutes to spare, I might try my fancy new crystal ball
Ooh.
and look in on Satessa.
Yeah, it's probably a smoldering ruin at this point, too.
Well, everywhere else we've been is pretty much.
If we have 8 hours to spare, I would love to wake up at 10. I didn't take a weekend, sorry.
So what all, Tari, what are you doing?
I'm just looking around and
Right.
keeping an eye on those military dudes.
Right, hissing at them if they get too close.
You're looking at what now?
Hmm?
What are you looking at again?
I'm looking at these soldier guys, and I just want to make sure that they don't get too close.
Yeah, every time they see you, they kind of, take a little step back a bit. They're very respectful towards you.
It's
But
not me, because I'm a minotaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I mean, I just kind of looking around, not really paying much attention. Just like cats do.
Yeah.
Wait.
Ezrin, what's tickling your fancy?
Yeah. Sorry. I also am just kind of looking around and trying to figure out why this is not working. There we go. I wanted to see, I'm kind of curious who this Terranica lady is.
Yeah. We can absolutely go to that, where the soldiers escort you towards this kind of inner citadel keep, if you would, made out of. It's stout, but it's still made out of wood, right? It's an encampment, and in a line stands outside of her tent this young woman. She looks to be probably in her early 20s, and she stands very straight and very formally in a very classic Akroan stance. And a herald speaks up and says, may I introduce Terenike, the Queen Regent of all of Akros. And then he, in turn, introduces the, five of you with Phoenix as well. So and she doesn't bow to you all. She stands very austere and says, "Welcome, welcome to Akros. It is a pleasure. I've heard that you have graced us with your presence, the Asteronos. We feared you were dead. It appears not to be so. Congratulations.
We're happy that it's not that way too.
Would you care to accompany me in my pavilion, my tent?"
We would be honored, Your Majesty.
Yes.
And you go into the tent, and it's very Spartan, if you would. There's a small wooden bed, not ornate, but it's not pallets. It looks quite comfortable for one. You see a very basic wooden table and a number of chairs, just enough for you all. You feel a little cramped in this space. The smoke from the fire is, stinging your nose a bit as you sit there. And she says, "So I have heard that you all have been to the city. I apologize that we are not there to greet you. You see, we have had a bit of turn of events here."
It would indeed seem so. We had hoped to arrive to perhaps help you with your trouble, but traveling between planes is unpredictable.
Oh, I don't doubt that. It seems that the gods have waylaid you for some purpose or the other. But to say that you are coming here to help, I for one, I must say that our needs are never ending. And the war has just begun, you see. Just because we are not in our city anymore does not mean there's not killing to be done. Or peace. Perhaps.
It does always seem to be the case.
It does, doesn't it? So last time I heard of you, you were declared outlaws of Miletus, and there was a bounty on your head, and, we have quite a necessary alliance with Miletus right now.
The Miletus that you are dealing with and the Miletus we know is not one and the same, as it turns.
Oh.
We have found that there has been some major shifts in the way that Miletus carries itself and the status of its democratic principles.
Oh, you mean the military coup?
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
Pretty much, yes.
I mean, pretty much. Yes, when one takes power for themselves it often becomes difficult for people to trust them.
Yes.
Or anyone else, it would seem.
You mean for them to trust anybody else?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Well,
So
perhaps...
I saw it once. It's like holding a tiger by the ears.
Hmm.
You don't want to let it go, but you also don't really want to be holding it.
Are you holding the tiger from the back or the front? I feel like that's very different. If you're holding a tiger by the ears and its face is at you, that's a really terrible place to be.
That's how I always pictured it. I
But if
never
you're-
tried it myself, you understand.
You know, if you're on the tiger's back and you're holding its ears then you really don't want to let go because it's probably running.
Yes, whatever about
That
tigers.
besides the point entirely.
Yes, is Para Sophia the tiger or the one holding the ears?
That's the one who did the coup, right?
Oh, quite. Yes.
Yes, that one. Well, there's plenty of tigers in this particular.
I think Per Sophia might prove a very dangerous ally.
Oh,
And in that sense, she is the tiger, and you are the ones with her ears.
and you all, what are you?
Trouble.
Oh, that I know.
Yes, and we are here to help if we can. But I would also suspect you see a different kind of resource, perhaps someone to sail to your new ally to strengthen that alliance.
Oh, I mean that is possible. That I could give you as a gift to Meletus. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that people in your position have been known to do such things. I do not yet know you well enough to say whether that is your philosophy or not.
My philosophy is one of war. And my desire is to win it.
I think you will find us more of an asset in that particular arena than you will appeasing the power over Meletus at this current time. We are here to offer our services. We have seen your city, and we see that you have great need.
Well, perhaps I could use you, but you must understand it must be in secret, in confidence, you might say, between us, that we are helping one another, and in so doing, we can build trust within ourselves, the Asteronauts and the Queen Regent.
Our lips are sealed if yours are.
I think
He
so.
just turned into Matt Berry for a second. Our lips are sealed.
I was gonna say, what, you embarrassed of us?
I would be too, but we are certainly agreeable to such an arrangement. We have no need to create a noise.
I have, as of now, no connection to the city of Meletus any longer. I certainly will not reveal our interaction together.
Yes.
I should warn you, there's this bard that follows us sometimes. He might write it down, but he's mostly harmless.
Oh. I do not know.
It's like a documentary crew or something.
Yeah, it's got a camera.
Got a camera and a chisel for his tablet.
Exactly.
The big fuzzy microphone falls down into the frame for half a second. And then
And the rest of you, Tari, Ezrin, if I may use your given names.
Was that a question?
Yes,
Yeah.
how do does this sound like a good way for us to gain confidence in each other?
I think if you want anything murdered, Tari is the person for the
A
job.
number one.
Oh,
My loyalty is to my crew, and whatever they want to do, I will support. And you have my word.
you speak like a true soldier of Akros. And you,
Yeah.
Ezrin?
We all have our strengths, and in diplomatic matters, I trust Rex and Theodore completely, and I will follow the plan that they lay forward.
Yes, that's right. The very detailed plan that we
Yes,
have.
Rexenor is holding it together. Like he is absolutely confident in that very thing. That he is definitely not going to bone this up.
You just show the inside of Rex's head, and it's just like,
yeah. He's calm and composed, but if you look down at his sandal, it's like,
Yeah, absolutely. Apostle wrote us a little quip. Akros falls. Akros has fallen. The people dispersed, fled like traveling pollen. The impervious walls have cracked. Mogus's marauders have attacked. Help with aid has lacked. He says, "Oh, sorry, am I interrupting?" So she continues on
apparently not.
and says, "Let me get you caught up on what has been going on here in Akros. First of all, during the initial attack, we call it the Akroan Games Massacre because we were ill prepared. We were at the meddling celebration, the celebration of the final end of the Akroan Games, where we crown the champion. When we attacked, and King Anax was unfortunately caught up in the initial melee, and our king fell where he was in the stands. His wife, Queen Comedi, appears to have disappeared. The dog. Some say that she transformed into a pillar of fire and vanished into the wind, if you can believe such folk tales.
I feel like I've seen that happen a couple of times. So yeah,
we've seen all kinds of shit.
Okay, fair enough.
You'll forgive us if we're not like,
Yes.
we were hanging out with gods.
Note down on pillar of fire.
Yeah, we yeah. Rexenor slads Theodore 5 gold. You called it.
It's the old pillar of fire. I knew it.
Or I guess 5 copper.
So you see, the problem that I have is that one of the problems, Rexenor, as you claim to say that we have none, one of my problems is that the Lectoi, who are leading families of the 7 families of Akros, well, some of them feel that Comedi is still alive, and as a result have made me Queen Regent, as my uncle was king. And so they think that she might still be alive. And so, and as tails whack in the face. So,
Lifeless. Calm down.
I act nobly as a regent until the great Queen Comedi can be found.
And what do you believe? Do you believe this individual to be among the living still?
Well, I tend to be a pragmatic individual. I tend not to dwell on wishes of the peasant class, you see. But, the queen was a well-known oracle of Koranos. And, Koranos is all sorts of things, and maybe Kranos has whipped her away. So okay. So you want to know what you can do for me. One of those is you can go and look for this queen. Or perhaps she has fled. I don't know. You know, if you so desire, there has been lots going on in the temple of Perforos, deep within the mountains, on the side of a volcano. We have heard rumblings. We have heard fires belch. We have lost contact with our monastery and our temples on the mountain. And if you so wish, you can check on to see if there's any survivors and to see if perhaps there was yet another attack coming from our rear from Scophos, and they are attacking our most sacred of place. Also, perhaps, now this would be in the utmost secrecy. As you can see, we are not at our full strength. And it might be time to make peace with Scophos. And you all could go as a clandestine envoy from me, if you so choose. Lastly, Odunos and the Badlands have ever increasing desperation of monsters that need guidance on our borders. And we could always use your help at the front lines of that. So she goes on to tell you that there are essentially 4 missions that you all can go on. One is going to Perforos' temple. Second one is making peace with Scophos. Third one, finding Queen Comedi. And 4, go to the Badlands and kill monsters.
What would be the most immediately beneficial? It appears that you need to regain your strength quickly. I feel like perhaps approaching these monasteries would be helpful, but also if monsters are marauding, I don't know. We shall have to discuss this, however brief it may be. Should we draw straws?
Yeah, what
Dip.
What do others want to do?
I am afraid of approaching Scophos at this time. That would be my only comment. I know that to wage for peace with Scophos, you must be in a strength of power, or they will not listen. I've spent many, many years of my life arguing with the people of Scophos, and they only respect strength above all.
Yes, that in many ways feels like the most fraught of the missions. But
I think it is important. I just don't think you will have.
Yes, I think, to your point, Theodore, I think we will have a better negotiating position if we can come in and say, look what we've done to these other enemies.
Yes.
I think you want to negotiate with us.
If only I had diplomacy with me. I wouldn't be able to hit anything with it here either.
Yeah, it's not like your dexterity is much better. I think either the monastery or the monsters.
I think either of those would be a boon.
They seem a good start.
Yes.
On our tour list.
Maybe we can knock both out. Maybe we can wander up towards the monastery and then, shoot a couple monsters on the way.
Ezrin, what were you saying?
Where was the queen again? Which mission was that?
Oh, yeah.
To find where the queen may have been, or departed to, if she departed at all. It's more like a murder mystery / missing person.
Do we have any
That
lead
would
on
be
that?
very important.
I think that would have to happen before uh, waging for peace with Scophos.
I think
I
that is
agree.
wise. I'm not quite sure how to track a pillar of fire, but she is an oracle of Koranos, and that might be a place to start looking.
Yes,
That's
as a follower of Koranos, I feel compelled to try to track her.
Oh, well, and I am an oracle, so with our powers combined, maybe we could be queen.
Yes.
Captain Planet.
No offense, Taranika.
That is a strong contender for our mission. Tari,
also
do you have anything
pretty
to add? I
decent
really
at
like the
him.
murder things.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as I get my
It's not really murder when it's a monster.
My axe is real thirsty, y'all.
I was just gonna say, as long as my axe gets some blood.
I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot of blood straight away with the murder mystery.
Perhaps
We always seem to manage.
There's an old man on his way back to the.
So let's
last two.
Don't think I wasn't tempted to dimension door next to him 500 feet away and finish the job.
Okay, so let's kind of look at the map here. You guys are in Akros. And let's say that so the first one is go to the mountains would be going up towards this area here.
That's
Okay.
pretty far.
Pretty far. Peace talks would be going up through
Way up north.
here.
Yeah. Oh, by Death Bellow Canyon. It's right here. It's really pleasant.
Yeah.
I hear it's quite lovely.
Attacking down this way with monsters. Oops, if I can draw it. Would be like retaking Fort Sandmouth and pushing towards Dudunos.
Oh, I really think we owe it to a roast.
Yeah,
And then, you know what? There's 100% more chance of meeting some hot, steamy metal boys that way.
And then Ezrin, I want you to do
you bards
a
are always thinking of sex.
religion check with advantage.
Sex?
okay.
No,
Meeting
that's what
some
they're
hot
called.
metal boys. Come on.
That's what they're called.
I know.
With a 17, you know that with Karanos being the storm god, that I haven't thought about this one so much, but you do get the sense that going down the Data River and going kind of either out to sea would probably be your best bet with Karanos.
Well, that goes it for me. That is my vote.
We set our ship in the entirely wrong fucking direction.
Well, you got a crystal ball or some shit.
I have been away from the sea too long. That is my vote.
I think we could kill some monsters and then head down the river.
That works for me.
That seems reasonable.
I've got this cloak that has mostly been a winter coat for the last few months, so.
I think that way Tari can beat someone up. We can increase the strength of Akros and prove our worth to them. We may or may not meet some hot, steamy metal boys. And then we can go down the river.
I think that sounds like a good plan, Theodore.
I'm glad I came up with it.
It's a pretty good plan.
There wasn't a comma in that sentence. I was just some Shatnering.
Yeah, I was just pausing for dramatic effect.
Or some no, probably not Shatner. Who's the better one? He dances in the Fatboy Slim video.
Oh, Christopher Walken?
Yes, there you go.
That's a fantastic video. Anyway,
That's a great video.
So you guys tell Taranike that you wish to what? Like, yeah. How do you describe to the Queen Regent that you want to go find the Queen, the real Queen?
I think we will do that, but I think we will say that we'll go for the monster first, right? The Fort Sandmouth.
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna go down.
I do agree that there's probably some level of animosity towards the true ruler, who may or may not have run away.
Do an insight check.
Get in on that.
Let me roll a 13.
Oh, you 13.
Hey, you almost nailed it.
Yeah.
It's a +9. That's the worst part.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. +9. And you got a 14.
The highest roll I made was to blow the damn trumpet.
Yeah.
Look at this. Trumpet 26. Oh, do I know what's going on? Let me roll a history check. 9. Yeah, let me advance the plot with a really important, I don't know, perception roll. Oh, well, that worked.
That would work.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good,
26.
actually.
Humoring me.
Okay, so with a 19 insight, Rexenor, when you say that you want to go down to, help out the southwestern flank of the army and maybe go to Fort Sandmouth and, beat up, knock some heads together. You definitely see that Taranika takes a breath and kind of relaxes a little bit. But then when you say you'll continue down,
I don't think we're going to tell her that. I honestly think there's probably some level of
animosity.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I mean, that person would take her job.
Okay. What, Rexenor?
I think that's our plan.
I think we would have picked up on that as she was talking to us.
Yes, absolutely. You definitely understand, like, there is, in fact, with a 19, you're not entirely sure she didn't kill her.
Oh.
So, like, in terms of murder mystery, kind of,
J'accuse!
yeah, this is the first person on your suspicious list.
Yeah, cui bono? Who benefits?
Yes, exactly.
Suddenly, I'm wearing a trench coat and have a fedora.
If you or anyone you know has seen Queen What's-Her-Face, please contact Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah. So she directs you how to get to Fort Sandmouth. That you go, and I'm gonna go back to the map real quick.
We walked into the dame's office. She told us all about this murder.
She's got gams up to here, see?
So you have to make your way to the Faragax Bridge. Cross the
Ooh.
bridge, head into Phoberos by several kilometers, several dozen kilometers, and towards the crypts of the lost, but not quite there. Maybe like a quarter of the way there, and you will find the furthest outpost of Akros at this present day, which is Fort Sandmouth, who has been completely overrun, and that some of the forces of Akros are attempting to retake it and rebuild it.
I think there were some nasty diseases that some awful god put down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder who.
Yes. Those guys.
Yeah. Pharonix is over there like,
Malicious.
did that little
guy.
monkey side eye.
Exactly. So yeah, and she says that you are more than welcome to stay in Akros for as long as you want, as long as you stay in this central area, because again, secrecy is kind of the name of the game here.
We can wear disguises.
And you could.
Damn it, I should have taken seeming.
Oh, I've got that. And
we
all look like hoplites.
We're all tapped
For
in.
8 hours.
Oops, all hoplites.
Oops, all hoplites.
Do you want to disguise?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt.
I think that is probably wise.
That's
so
literally the meaning of that spell, right?
Yeah.
We should probably make it look like we have been, maybe we're thrown out of the tent, and that way the lady has, the Queen Regent has plausible deniability that she's working with us.
You get this. So she actually calls in her servants and brings in, and I got the seaming and stuff, but she brings in.
Hey, I got it. We can look like hoplites and make them look like us.
Ooh.
You can change the appearance of any number of creatures you can see within range, which is 30 feet.
What?
Wow.
That is.
It's a 5th level spell.
Oh,
that I'm using to do this. It only lasts 8 hours, but
okay. So
you know, that's long enough to make an impression.
Yeah, she kind of raised her hand before he cast, and she's just don't worry yourself. I will ensure that clothes are brought to your tent in the form of a typical hoplite. And in fact, she goes on to say, so in Theros there are different kinds of soldiers. There are.
I have a really quick question.
Yeah.
Do they wear a lot of red, right?
No. Well,
Okay,
I mean,
good. They're not going to show a big red cape right in my face.
no. Right. Do a Constitution saving throw. So I'll let you guys pick. So there's the Alamon, which are rangers in the wild, a certain class of soldiers. There's the Lukos, which are the elite, heavily armored field army. So that's what, like, those rows and rows of soldiers that you saw, those were all Lukos. And there's the Oromai, which are the guards of the citadel, and they're all dead. So you can either be a ranger, the Alamon, or the Lukos, which is the elite, heavily armored soldier, if you care.
I'll be the big one because I'm big.
I would prefer the Alumon myself. Heavy armor is not really my jam.
I'm already wearing plate armor, so it probably makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing any armor, so I don't want any armor.
You can be the Alamon.
Yeah, she gives you like a simple cloak, a military cloak for you.
Yeah, I literally can't. Well, I can wear armor. Come to think of it.
Yeah, the Alamon don't wear any type of armor. Ezrin?
Alamon.
Okay. And yeah, Theodora, you manage that they have one of their mages that go up to you all and kind of do a little bit of illusionary spells as well, and so you don't have to eat up your spells to be hidden, not invisible, not completely transformed, but certainly incognito, as it might be. Anything else you would want to do in this camp?
Well, if we've got a bit of time, I'm going to use my crystal ball of telepathy to look in on Satessa.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
So yeah, I'll cast the scrying spell, and I suppose I'll cast it. It'll be funniest if I do it on Arnaldios, and I feel like he has the least chance of resisting if he wants to make a saving throw.
So, let's see here. Let's go back to the map. I don't think Arnaldios is necessarily. Is he? He's not in Satessa.
We sent them towards Satessa.
Yeah. So you.
So yeah, I will do a sending spell on him in a bit then.
Okay. So you see that he is at the mouth of the Spurchy River, as actually right where this little bay is, right here.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's across the ways a little bit from Asphodel, but they're anchored there, and seem to be quite bored. Let's see. Yeah. What's his name? Romeo. He only has today 1 concussion.
Oh, slow day.
Yeah, it's been a slow day.
I mean, NFL players have more concussions than that.
Yeah, you see on Arnaldo, he's in a hammock and he's picking his nose and yelling at people.
So, using my crystal ball, I'm going to cast suggestion on Arnaldo. Arnaldo, you should take the ship back to the Data Harbor.
Whoopsie. I hit the button.
Yeah, and he picks it up loud and clear, and he's like, "Go, okay, come on!" And he stands up, and he's like, "Let's go! We have to get going now! Come on! We have to go to the Data River!" And people look at him and is like, "What in the hell?" And he's like, "No, I got it! Rexenor needs us! We have to go now! Come on! Get going, little Sigilalas! Come on! Do it!" And they all begin to, like, frantically run around and get the ship. Yep, and they start like he reaches across the whole ship and picks up 2 oars and it's like rowing. He's like, I got it, come on, go. And he's just like rowing this whole damn ship by himself.
I love Arnaldios.
He's pretty great.
I know.
I especially love communicating with him over a distance.
Yeah, I mean he's clueless on why, but he's doing it. All right, Arnaldo.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Boo. All right, anything else you doing with your crystal ball?
Yeah, I will then cast Scrying and just look in on Satessa just to make sure it's not a smoldering, to make sure it's not a total smoldering ash heap.
Yeah, what you see is the scene kind of from above the city, and you see these Valkyrie that you recognize quite clearly.
That's the one that kills me.
Yes,
I
and they're swooping down through Satessa, multiple angles coming in from attack, and you see that there are some flames and some attacks, and you see that Satessa was deeply under attack, under siege, and that these Valkyrie are just sweeping away the enemies, and that at this point in time they are in full retreat, and that the Satessan military is pouring out of the walls to attack the fleeing soldiers and mostly monsters, to be honest with you. There's a few returned in there, but it's mostly just monsters.
That's for flavor.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I will share both those bits of information with the party as I come back, and this crystal ball is pretty sweet. Also, it saved me like 1,000 gold.
Yes.
That is always good.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to do in the city?
Hey, 1 out of 3 ain't bad, Apostle.
You know, Apostle
in baseball, that's all-star numbers. So.
Apostle did point out earlier that Scophos is completely untouched.
It's completely what?
Untouched.
Is it?
I mean, as far as you know, no one really knows what's going on in Scophos, but last time you left it, Theodoria, it was doing great.
I mean, kind of.
We'll come back and it's all burned to the ground. Theodora's like, no, I forgot to put my cigar. Shit.
Not again.
I left the gas on. Damn it.
You can't burn it down. It already sucks. It's essentially a bunker.
I mean, it's true. That's true. Okay. Anything else you guys want to do? Anything else you guys want to do in the city?
Are there any opportunities to buy potions?
Oh, I'm sure there are plenty.
Healing potions, please.
A healing potion. Yes, you go to one of the military kind of shops. What are they called?
Armory?
Military shop.
Commissary.
Commissary. I knew Theodora would know. You know that.
That's where they sell food usually.
Exactly. So it's like a commissary essentially, though. Yeah,
it's like a little store.
Yeah, you go to the military commissary. What do you want?
I'm just curious if there's potions available to anyone who, like me, who is a really cool, heavily armored Akroan soldier. Don't mind me, fellow Akroans.
How do you do, fellow Akroans?
Oh yes, you seem to be quite a common.
Howdy, how are y'all?
Oh, we do not talk like that. Oh,
Theodore.
Theodore, that is quite a unique name. I don't run across too many Akroans with that type of name.
That's my nickname for all the minotaurs I've killed.
Right. So what can I do you for?
Do you have any healing potions?
Yes, we have a number of them.
This is really high deception.
Yes, go ahead and roll up a deception check.
Let me find my character sheet, which vanished again. I'm really prepared. I like ruffle around and like skulls and things fall out of my bag.
Let's see, it's in here
just looking for
somewhere.
my character sheet.
It's a bone. That's a leaf from some magic tree
Persuasion or
bullshit.
An 11.
It would probably help if your horns weren't sticking out of your helmet.
Yeah, but you're
18 performance. That's with a plus 12.
Jesus.
It
Wow.
hates me today.
it does.
Anyway, yeah, no, I'm not fooling anyone. I'm not fooling anyone. I'm a secret minotaur on a special mission, and we're looking for supplies that will help us retake Fort Sandmouth.
Oh well. Sir, say no more. What kind of a healing potion could you desire? Oh.
I don't know. I have 1,600 gold pieces.
Have this many. How many does this buy?
That could buy the entire stock.
Well, do you have what's good? What's better than greater? Don't say ice cold.
Greatest.
Superior. Do you have any superior healers? How expensive are those? Probably too expensive.
Let me look.
I probably only need one.
Superior. There's also supreme healing potions.
I definitely can't afford that.
No. But
No.
I mean, you could
Even
afford
at a
one. I mean,
refugee
they
camp,
normally
sovereign
go for about
says.
1,350 gold pieces.
For what? A superior?
Supreme.
You know what? We're on a secret mission. Could I potentially barter that down somewhat?
It
Not if
has
you keep saying that.
and it has sour cream and tomato.
Ugh. That actually does sound pretty disgusting. Could I persuade you that, we're here to restore the power and magnificence of Akros?
I mean, you could also buy a superior for 500 gold.
Well, I want the supreme one.
You want the supreme.
The one that comes with guacamole.
I mean, you can say, oh no, it doesn't come with guacamole. It comes with sour cream.
What? Which one comes with guacamole?
Oh no, none of them come with guacamole.
Supply chain issues, you understand.
Yes, this isn't.
I get it.
This isn't
Oof.
Chipotle.
The McRib is not in right now.
Yes, this is.
All right.
Taco
How
Bell.
much was it? 1,300. Could I
1,350.
tell you what?
What?
If I persuade you to that it's slightly less, would you let me do it for 1,200?
You could try to persuade me. Oh
There
yeah.
we go.
That's pretty
Yes, I
persuasive.
will. I think 1,200 is a fair deal.
Boom. There you go.
I don't even know what Supreme Healing does. That just load up your points?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Let's see. You do
I'm
10,
telling you, it comes with sour cream. and
10 D4 plus 20. So yes.
It's pretty good.
I'm gonna sip it.
Gonna sip it.
This is a sipping potion. I'm sorry.
This is the Scotch whiskey of potions.
Yeah.
This is barrel aged. It's 30. So it's what, 1,200 gold? How much is
Many
the?
Bothans died to burn this potion.
Isn't a one gold piece like $100 equivalent or something?
Something like that.
Some shit like that.
Good. I'm gonna look up the gold to US. I should do Dungeons and Dragons gold.
D&D gold to US dollar.
Yeah, it's just going to be all Glenn Beck and Alex Jones.
Okay, so one gold piece is worth $311.
Wow.
So I just spent.
I really need to cash in my D&D pieces.
You
I
spent
just spent 373,000 gold.
$1,000.
370.
That sounds like American healthcare.
Yeah, I mean that's just yeah.
That's just you just went to the hospital, man. That's
Yeah.
all. You took an ambulance ride, and now you're in debt forever.
Yep.
Well done.
I paid out of pocket, my friend.
Yeah.
That's
Out
true.
of network too. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, tell you what, you get cancer, this thing will probably fix it.
What
Any
great restorations for.
anything else?
Nah, that's all I got, and it's all I can afford.
Anybody else?
You don't perhaps have any magical items.
What type are you looking for?
Well, I've got this arcane grimoire, and it's served me quite well. But I'm always looking to upgrade.
Okay.
Might you have a +2 arcane grimoire?
Let me see.
It might be out of my price range, honestly.
You know, I'm looking. Is this, you know, I don't know. What? It would be. So +2?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh goodness.
I don't know. I will say. Yes, I will say 3,000 gold.
3,000, you said.
Yes.
That's a little aristocratic for my taste, but I shall keep you in mind.
Okay. Please.
I
do.
intend to be back here.
Oh, yes, we will be happy to serve you.
Yes. If, I don't know if you do like a layaway installment plan, but
I mean-
keep it around. I may well be back.
I mean, we could with a down payment.
I'll be back. I'm
Okay,
sure.
okay. I'm sure it's not going anywhere. And you two, other totally non-hideable individuals. You know, a fish and a cat.
Do not call me a fish.
I mean, okay, you. What?
Your
Is there
eyes, how
anything?
could they possibly tell?
Is there anything you would like?
Can you get a wondrous item? Rare?
You could probably get a rare item.
You get a rare item. How much do they cost?
I don't know.
Decent little chunk of change. Hey, I don't have to buy a scrying mirror now, so.
I mean, they're usually, rare as like
Stop.
anywhere
I wish they would tell
5,000
you
ish.
a gold cost for all these items. I wish they were just on the item.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Why aren't they?
That's
It's-
something they need to change in one.
Yeah, there's something.
That's the one thing I want. Freaking costs, standard ass costs. Like that way you know if it's up or down. Like, I don't know. Just list the damn cost somewhere.
Even just a range.
Yeah,
Come on, Wizards of the Coast. We know you're watching.
totally.
Yeah.
You don't have anything better to do.
No, it's like one real bored NSA agent. And then,
Ezrin, is there anything, Tari?
I do not think I need anything right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Tari?
Tom was looking up some.
how much are gauntlets of dexterity?
Let me look.
I do not
I
know.
can't tell if they're real D&D items. I think if we can boost Tari's dexterity.
That would definitely help your armor class, which I think is actually higher than you listed.
Oh yeah, it should
It's
be.
15. Sorry.
It's
should be
more than
16.
that. Though.
I was,
Should be
At
more.
least.
Are you looking for what?
It says it costs $6,000.
Yes, that's what I have as well.
I only have half of that.
How much do you
Did
got?
I? How much time does that take to make?
Gauntlet of Dexterity. I
Mhm.
have no idea. Let's see. It's
That may be a
rare.
homebrew item.
I mean, it has labor costs, but I have no idea what that means in like time wise. Can you make
Yeah,
plus
magic
2 items?
Real crappy in this.
Oh, I think it's just common and uncommon items. I can take a quarter of the time and half the cost, but it doesn't say anything about making stronger things at this level.
It's rare. so it's middle. If you could just get some kind of boost to your AC or something.
I don't know how to calculate my AC, so it was 15. I don't know if it is what it is now.
You get bracers of defense.
It's in the chat. It's 10 plus your Dex modifier plus your Con modifier. And bracers of defense is always a good choice.
I mean, and if you want to think about it over the week, we can certainly do that.
16.
$5,000. It would be $5,000 for a rare magic item.
And since it's rare, I don't think that qualifies for my quarter time half cost.
Cloak of the Bat.
To make it, why?
Bat?
You can't do rare.
I'm sure I have something I could
This is
sell.
what I had written down. I'd have to reread the book, but I had it written down, which makes me think that is what it says.
Oh, yeah.
I can make bracers of defense when I'm level 14.
In how long?
Dimensional shackles and
That's
cloak
the
of
same
bat.
level. It is the same exact level as dimensional shackles. So
All right. Is that it?
we'll figure it out. But I think Amber needs some sort of item because you have nothing. You have an axe, and I think that's your only
I
magic
have an
item.
axe that I don't think is super great.
Did you not get anything from the gifts?
Didn't I give you a headband of intellect? Or I gave maybe
I
not.
thought Cal got that.
Travel through time and space.
So, I mean, but you guys just got like a bunch of magical items that you could choose from. Did you not choose anything from that?
I don't remember. I think I got like something that made me float.
Yeah, I think
That's
you
the
did,
thing
but
that
I'm talking about
does
Tari.
healing.
I don't remember.
You got that sword or something.
I thought you
Yeah.
did the sword, yeah.
Your defense sword.
The Defender Sword. So you gain a +3
that's good.
bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. And let me put it in chat so you can put it in your character sheet.
It's legendary.
The
What
first
are
time you attack
weapons?
with a sword on each of your turns, you can transfer some of the sword bonus to your armor class. That also helps protect you. So you can, like, instead of attack, you can kind of just defend yourself.
So you can add like 3 to your AC.
Yeah. So if you're getting your
Was
ass
it
kicked.
great sword?
I don't think it really matters. We can make it a great sword.
You can have a great sword.
Yeah.
2d6, always fun.
2d6 damage. I think you have an axe, so it's 1d12.
+3.
I have an axe, but then I have 2 hand axes, a crossbow.
Yeah, you can throw that stuff in the trash.
Yeah.
That's garbage. That's garbage.
So
That's level 2 shit.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not. None of it's going to do any damage to anything.
why don't you take the Defender Sword?
Yeah, I think you did.
Okay.
Yeah,
You just
I think
need
that's
to
all that.
Cool. I think that's good. All right. Anything else? You guys take a nice long rest in this hilltop encampment. We'll say after a day or so, give you some time to relax and recalibrate back to Theros.
Acclimate to the winter weather.
Exactly, and this plane of existence. And you begin to walk out of this area down towards the outskirts of Akros proper, following the road towards actually the Titan's Stairs, which is how you go down the... Well, no, we'll go to the Faragax Bridge because you guys want to go that way. And you're walking through the desert, and you see something blocking your path.
That looks creepy.
And you see it kind of stamp its feet. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay. You see this metal machine, this ram with extended metal wings.
No, it's got a Hemi.
No.
Ooh.
No.
Cool.
And as you are standing there, you see more begin to kind of trot and land from other parts of the mountainside. And then you hear this voice. And if I can get to it. Come on, do it.
Yeah.
And you see this individual, Aeneas. And he says, "Oh, hello down there. Yes, you all don't attack. Don't attack quite just yet. We have to have a little conversation with these few." And that's where we'll pick up next time.
And he was killing people with his metal goat, man.
We'll
What a
see.
jerk.
What a jerk.
Man, I should have just killed him.
Yep.
I hate this dude so
See,
much.
that'll teach you to show mercy to some harmless old man that you punch in the mouth.
No, I'm not kidding. I was so close to teleporting next to him and just hacking him in half and then teleporting back. So close.
Should have done it. Should have done it.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's
Oh.
all right. I got lay laps.
All
You
right.
guys can go fight the Rams. I'm gonna go get that dude.
You're gonna assassinate him.
I'm done.
Fuck this clown. Ezra's had enough.
You know what I'm saying down in the bayou. Fireball.
I've been hanging out with Tari too long. I just want to murder.
I don't appreciate
Oh man.
I'm just seeing what Apostle popped in the
Yeah.
chat. That's amazing.
That was
True
a fun.
Sinclair does whatever it takes to take out the trash.
That's right.
Spoiler alert: we're the trash.
we already knew that.
it is
Yeah.
everyone else. It is everyone else who is the trash.
Oh man.
I don't
Good,
know if
good
we-
session. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Good job, Andy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'll have to send the VOD to Lund so you can watch it.
I hope one like me is like trying to type things into the chat.
Exactly.
It doesn't work.
Oh man. Yeah, that was fun. That was good. See, it's not all battle.
I mean, it will be.
I mean, you guys are gonna battle some more, but like,
Oh, for sure. Real soon, I imagine.
yeah, like next session maybe.
It's not all battle. We do lots of stupid things. We do
Yeah.
all kinds of walking around and pretending like we know what we're doing when we talk to people.
Can I just ask? Because I'm trying to, when I first started this campaign, I really wanted to keep it controlled by you all, and that's why you have the gods and things like that. But then I kept feeling and getting feedback that this campaign has felt like I'm just telling a story and that you're all just kind of like listening. So I'm trying to give you guys more options. So I'm just like,
It's
even
a
the
tricky
ending,
balance.
like I had the ending of this campaign and I threw it away. Like I'm
Oh,
like it still might happen. It could be an ending, but
Yeah.
like I'm trying to get rid of the like idea that this is my story to tell.
it's everyone's story.
Right?
It's your
Exactly.
story.
Exactly. It is everyone's
Absolutely,
story.
yeah. And I have felt that way.
Okay.
I have not felt like you are railroading us, to use the RPG term.
Yeah.
And in fact, as someone who is on both sides of the DM screen, like a little railroading is not always the worst thing.
No.
Because again, I can speak with some experience. When you're the GM, you know like everything more or less,
Yeah.
or at least a lot more. Your IQ drops by a solid 70 points when you become a player character.
Oh
You
yeah.
just turn into a total fucking doorknob humping moron.
I
You
like
can't help it.
I like to think of it as you are making a TV show one scene at a time. So you have to think about what the scene is supposed to be
Yeah.
and what the characters will be doing in that scene, and you have to try and make it the best scene that it can possibly be, no matter how stupid that might be.
That's a good summary.
And then just take it one scene at a time. That's
Well,
fine.
and in my experience, a D&D party that is unwilling to follow along with that will just fuck off like cats. They'll
Yes.
just wander off and lick their own buttholes and do their own thing.
Exactly.
You have very little control.
There's no wrong way. There really isn't a wrong way to do it. I mean, you can do it badly.
I mean, I
I
think
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that.
you know, there's different game
That
types.
too.
There's different GMs, and you got to make sure, I think, as a GM, to align with what your players want, like what kind of a game they want. You know, and some players, they don't want any combat. Some players want all combat, and some want in between, or like locus of control is different. You know, some just want to like sit back and, you know, hang out and drink beer and kill things. Others want to like get in a role play. So I'm always, you know, let me know if
Oh,
it's
yeah.
ever going one way or another that you don't
No,
like.
I think you do an excellent job of balancing it.
Andy, that was very fun. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I always have fun.
Good. That's the point. All right. Well,
Also,
when are we playing next?
Yeah,
That's
that
a
is-
great question. I'm available both nights next week, as far as I know. Next Thursday, is that cool with everybody?
We can. We could do next Tuesday.
I
Probably
can do
be
that.
better.
I can do that. Given the holiday, you know, and where it falls, that seems to make some sense.
Yeah. You guys free? I'll maybe. Oh, and Minion has my phone.
Yeah.
Amy, maybe you can text the group and confirm the time.
Which day?
So we're
Tuesday.
talking about what day?
Next Tuesday, a week from today.
I think that works.
Second.
I should
Yeah.
probably take some days off.
Are you?
I should probably do it.
You probably
I'm about
should.
to take a week off,
I think I have like
more or
30
less.
hours of PTO.
Wow.
I have 140. I should probably use some of it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do
You
though?
should never use their shit.
No.
I get 2 personal days a year. I've never used a single one of them.
2.
Yeah. Well, and like 160 hours of sick leave, which again, I use like 3 or 4 days a year, and then I donate to people who are
Yeah.
out of like FMLA.
Yeah. They double charged my time off, and so I got to fix it.
Well, at my district, I actually donate 8 hours a year to the sick bank,
Yeah.
and
We
then
do-
I
we do the
also
same.
I also earn, I think it's I'm trying to remember, it's like 8 hours every 4 days I work,
Damn.
or
Are you-
something like that. It's crazy.
Are you guys on the Paris schedule?
Yes.
Because then it's like 6.66 hours of sick time a year, or a month. Of a month.
6 hours a year? Holy shit.
No, it's
This
6.66.
is America.
Yeah, and then like
what it is.
yeah, and I'm at
They-
like 8 per month.
I know they just give us a bank of 160 at the beginning of every school year, and then
There it is.
I don't know of anyone who's ever used all of it.
Yeah, right.
It's
Yeah, 'cause
gonna
we're
drive me
Americans.
crazy. Can't remember the ratio.
I don't know.
I don't care. I've worked there for 10 years.
Exactly. Who gives a shit?
You gotta keep the PTO in case you get laid off.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
yep.
fucking A.
All right, guys. Well,
All right.
we'll see you.
I'm fairly certain I'm not going to get laid off.
See y'all
No.
next Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
See you guys.
That's not a swear. I will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Alright, group. That's it. That's it. We're done. We did it. That was so much fun. That was a blast. I love the role play. Still trying to get used to the voices, but man, we did a great time. I feel so bad for Lon. So bad. Thanks, Apostle. Great stream. Appreciate that. I don't know where my minion went. My minion was watching, and then he has my phone. And then he just like stopped talking. So maybe he actually fell asleep. That'd be great. I gotta do some more planning. I was not expecting this. So I like the ideas. So you know, we gotta bring in again this guy, right? This guy has to be part of the main mission. So they're gonna try killing him. So we gotta like figure out a way of he needs to say something important before they kill him. Anyway, we'll do some planning. Hopefully next week, maybe late this week, maybe even Thursday. Since we're not playing on Thursday, maybe I'll do some D&D prep. Sounds great. Otherwise, we should be able to play on Saturday some D&D for We Slay Things. All right. Well, Apostle, have a fantastic freaking evening. Good seeing you, my friend. Auf Wiedersehen.